We begin with Thursday night football as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 28-22 on Fox for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady, he played great, 34-42, threw for 297 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Antonio Brown, he is having a great second season in Tampa Bay. 9 receptions, 93 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. He is showing why he is still one of the best receivers in the NFL. Jalen Hurts, he went 12 of 26, 115 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So, one of my biggest takeaways from this game is I believe that we have to be patient with Jalen Hurts. So, as I was watching the game, I'll admit it wasn't always pretty watching Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles offense, Thursday night. It wasn't always pretty. Only 16 first downs, only 115 passing yards. They went 3 of 10 on third down, only 20 minutes of time of possession, and they don't really run the football very well. They don't really pass the ball very well. It wasn't pretty watching the game, and you could tell that offensively right now, they just aren't a good football team. But Jalen Hurts went 3-3 in the red zone. So every time he got in the red zone, he capitalized on his opportunities for the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's why you saw them put up 22 points against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Although right now, they got a lot of injuries in their secondary right now with the Bucs, but they still got one of the best, front sevens in the NFL. I mean, you got David, on their squad. You still got my man, the linebacker. You still got Devin White. You still got Shaq Barrett. They still have playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. So I thought it was actually impressive for Jalen Hurts once he got in the red zone that he was able to score every time the Eagles got down in the red zone. I thought that was very impressive. But in between the 20s, again, it wasn't very pretty. But I have to look at Jalen Hurts. And the reason why I say we have to be patient with Jalen Hurts is look at what's going on right now with Lamar Jackson. Now, I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is going to be as good as Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying that. I just believe if you put Jalen Hurts in the right situation with the right coach and he has the right, general manager around him that can build a team around his skill set, I believe Jalen Hurts can have some success in the NFL as a starting quarterback. Now, when you look at his statistical numbers, right? His passer rating right now is 88.6. Not bad. He's only in his sophomore season. He's completing 63% of his passes. That's pretty good. 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. That's good. 5 rushing touchdowns on the year. So statistically, Jalen Hurts is not really playing bad. He's not playing bad. And when I look at their coaching staff, I don't really know if Nick Sirianni is really a good coach. I really don't. I still need to see whether or not Sirianni can put Jalen Hurts in positions to be successful. I had my questions about Cliff Kingsbury prior to this year, but I will give Cliff Kingsbury some credit because through the first 5 games of the season, Kyler Murray has emerged as an MVP candidate and an MVP frontrunner for the Arizona Cardinals. And right now they're 5-0 in the season. So Cliff Kingsbury is doing something right. And remember, I was critical of Kingsbury even getting the job with the Arizona Cardinals. That's the same way I feel about Nick Sirianni. I don't know if Nick Sirianni is the right coach for Jalen Hurts to be successful. So I take all of that into consideration, and I believe we have to be patient with Jalen Hurts. Thursday night after the game, I saw so many Eagle fans on Twitter and a lot of people on social media discussing the game. They talked about how they don't believe Jalen Hurts, is a franchise quarterback that you can win with. I think we need to pump the brakes and be a little bit more patient with Jalen Hurts. Y'all remember, at the collegiate level, Jalen Hurts, he was a winner. He was a winner at Alabama and Oklahoma. In college, 80 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, completing 65% of his passes, over 9,000 yards passing for his career. Although he got benched in that title game for Tua, I thought Jalen Hurts actually had a pretty good college career, had a nice comeback season once he went back to Oklahoma. You remember he transferred from Alabama to Oklahoma. He did pretty good in his season with Oklahoma. I really, really did. So, like I said, Jalen Hurts, I still think the jury is still out. I'm not ready to give up on Jalen Hurts just yet. Like in his year with Oklahoma, Jalen Hurts, what did he have? He had 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, completed, what did he complete? 70% of his passes? I mean, he was very impressive when he transferred to Oklahoma. So I think we got to pump the brakes on Jalen Hurts and saying he's not a franchise quarterback you can win with. We got to still see what the Eagles can put around him. And if Nick Sirianni is the type of coach that can lead Jalen Hurts and put him in positions to be successful. Jury is still out on Jalen Hurts. I'm not ready to give up on him. And so also, one thing I want to say, and people might disagree with this. When I look at all the quarterbacks that came from Alabama, that's in the NFL right now playing, I'm only thinking about 3, Tua and Mac Jones, and then Jalen Hurts. I believe Jalen Hurts will have the better career of the 3. I think Jalen Hurts will have a better career than Mac Jones. I think he's going to have a better career than Tua. I don't believe in Tua, and I was wrong about Tua because coming out of the draft last year, I said Tua could be the best quarterback of that draft. Clearly, I was wrong. I was wrong because Joe Burrow is better than Tua. Justin Herbert is better than Tua. Tua, so far in his career, has been a bust. And I remember last year, the Dolphins told us everything you needed to know and how they feel about Tua being their future franchise quarterback. Because in late game situations, they inserted Ryan Fitzpatrick, which means they don't believe in Tua as a quarterback who can win you games. And then we saw in the offseason all of the turmoil surrounding Deshaun Watson. The Dolphins still showed interest in trading for Deshaun Watson. And I already been on record. If the Dolphins trade for Deshaun Watson, they will be instant Super Bowl contenders. With Tua, you can be a playoff contender. He can win you games, but you don't win because of Tua. You win in spite of Tua. But if you bring on a player like Deshaun Watson, you win because of Deshaun Watson. So I feel safe in saying that when it comes to Mac Jones, Tua, and Jalen Hurts, I think Jalen Hurts is going to have the best career of the 3. That's what I believe. So that's my thoughts after I watched that game. You know, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are not a very good football team. You know, they just traded Zach Ertz, so they pretty much have mailed it in this season. I mean, he's one of their key contributors offensively, and they traded Zach Ertz to the Arizona Cardinals a few days ago. And, you know, on the season, Ertz, 18 receptions, only 189 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, but he's a key piece in that offense for Jalen Hurts. So the fact that they traded Ertz tells me that they are pretty much, you know, reeling it in and accepting the fact that they're not going to be a playoff contender this year. It's not going to happen. You got the Dallas Cowboys right now. They're 4-1 on the season, so they're going to win the NFC East. And then you got other teams in the NFC who are going to be competing for a wild card spot. And it's not going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. So I don't even expect Jalen Hurts to get the Eagles to the playoffs. I just want to see Jalen Hurts show, you know, progress as the season goes along so I can feel like, okay, going into next season, Nick Sirianni in his second year as head coach, I want to see if Jalen Hurts can be your franchise quarterback you can build around. I still think the jury is still out on that. I don't think we can give up on Jalen Hurts so soon.